This is the new Insta360 X6 with a new body style, new Sony image sensors, new 10-bit Eyelog. Pretty much everything across the board is upgraded.
360, I see it all. 360, I don't fall off 4 walls. I read the room, turn the slope like a midnight moon. 360, I see it all. 360, I don't fall. See it all. See it all. I got the whole world in my palm. Backseat lean, I watch the blocks breathe. Mama at the sink. Kids on the 6-speed, old heads talk with the code in their teeth. Young ones move like a storm in the lead.
All right, let's first talk about the brand new 10-bit Eyelog, which we first saw on Insta360's new Luna Ultra camera, but this is a first for their 360 lineup. And I was a little skeptical at first, so a lot of the shots that you're gonna see in this video were actually filmed in standard because I just didn't think it would grade good, but then I started playing around with it and it grades really well. And just to get a little comparison, here is the new Insta360 Luna Ultra compared to the X6, both in 10-bit Eyelog. Eyelog grades almost exactly like S-Log 3, and that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. It's good if you have a Sony camera and then you're running around with one of these two cameras and you're looking to match your colors up really well. Eyelog and S-Log 3 are extremely similar to one another, so props to Insta360 for that. Please don't change it. Very happy with Eyelog. We also have some brand new touch sensitive buttons here. Now, if I tap them, you can see it's not doing anything, but if I give it a hard push, you get some haptic feedback. When I push it in hard, it starts it. When I push it in hard, it stops it. But when I tap, it does nothing. Pretty cool. Don't know if I love it or hate it, but we also have the physical record button on the side here. So still pretty cool. Now, the image sensors, like I said, we do have brand new image sensors from Sony, and they're not exactly 1-inch sensors each. They're 1/1.1-inch sensors, which are not much smaller than a 1-inch sensor, but when you combine both of them with the circular crop that you have to get for a 360 camera in order to be able to get true 360 video, you're getting the equivalent of a 1-inch sensor. So you're not getting dual 1-inch sensors there, just in case you might have been misled by that. It's a 1-inch sensor equivalent. Now, another upgrade that we have is the battery. We have a much bigger battery here, and it shows from my daily testing. This is like my 6th day testing this camera because I was supposed to have the video ready on launch day, which was like 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 6th day, I don't know. But when things ship from China, a lot of times things get delayed, and things got delayed for me, so here we are. But yeah, the battery life has been great. I've been using one battery all day and coming home and still having a huge portion of my battery left. I haven't done an actual scientific battery test because we don't do that shit on this channel, but yeah, just daily usage. Battery life is extremely good. Now, we do have the official Insta360 ND filters on here, which is an ND32, which is not exactly enough filtering to be able to get my shutter speed exactly where I want it. I'm shooting a full manual right now. I got the ISO all the way down at 100, and the shutter speed we have is 1/120, which typically I want to be about 1/50. So still got a little bit high of a shutter speed, but it's kind of nice that we can somewhat get our shutter speed where we want it to get. Plus, these ND filters are like a straight up mirror. I could just stare directly right at myself instead of looking down at the screen and make sure I frame my shot right. Even though it's a 360 camera, we don't really have to worry about framing. You also kind of don't need it because Insta360 has a really cool motion blur feature that does a really good job. It does good in the time warp shots where you're speeding it up and everything has to kind of like blur by you on the sides, but it also does a good job of just creating some natural motion blur, and really that's all we really care about. We just don't want it to be so jittery and stiff. I had to give my buddy Josh a call who has a boat, and we're gonna go take the boat out on Lake Wallenpaupack, mount this thing up somewhere on the boat and see if we can get some cool shots. Let's do it.
Take me out tonight. Hold me like you do. Glass on my knees, silver on the skin. You said don't look back, just let the blue begin. Motor low, hush, hush, wake like a scene. I got your name in my mouth like a saltwater dream.
Now, Insta360 released a bunch of new selfie sticks with the X6. You can mount this X6 on this selfie stick and you could extend it like a normal selfie stick, or you could push this button, unlock this, flip it upside down to be compact. And then we have a joystick, kind of like how we have on the Luna Ultra, or a gimbal to move the gimbal around, only there's no moving parts here on the X6. But when we use this, and here we go, we have an action camera setup here, but now I could use this joystick to fully control the 360 camera as if it's a gimbal. So I can go side to side. There's no limit to where it can go because it's digitally moving it around. So it's not like a gimbal where at some point it kind of has to stop. It just is where it is. And we can go into linear, just like an action camera. This is really cool, man. Instead of your traditional action camera. Now, Insta360, please, why can't we not shoot in Eyelog 10-bit on this? That would be spectacular. Please give us that option, because if we could, I might use this. You take a day out, take a trip out. Now, I don't know why you might want to use this instead of just full 360 mode, but you can actually have a backup recording of 360 mode. And the cool part is however you move it, it moves just like an action camera. This is really, really cool. I really wish we had 10-bit Eyelog on here, because that would make this a lot more cooler for me. All right, now we have the Insta360 X5 here compared to the X6, and even on my screen, what a difference this Eyelog makes. The sharpening is a huge difference. The colors look better, the image quality looks better. We're shooting at 8K 24 on both cameras. You can go up to 8K, up to 50 frames per second on the X6, and only up to 30 frames per second on the X5. X5 is still a great 360 camera, but for people that want a little bit more out of their 360 camera, I think the X6 is the clear winner here and got to be the best 360 camera on the market as of 2026. And for audio, we do have improved microphones on the X6 with improved wind noise reduction, but again, not really my style. I like great audio, so thankfully we can connect directly the Insta360 mic or the Mic Pro that I have here right now. No need for a receiver. The camera is the receiver, so just mic yourself up, press record, and you're good to go. Great audio. All right, let's finish this off in pure video, which is Insta360's night mode, which is something I don't ever test out on cameras. Not a big fan, not really my style, but it's a little different with the X6 because we do have 10-bit Eyelog in night mode. There are some limitations. We don't have 8K up to 50, we have 8K up to 30 frames per second, which, by the way, just so you guys know, similar to the 1-inch equivalent sensor size thing that I was talking about before, we're not actually getting 8K output video unless you're outputting legitimate 360 video. If you're one of the rare people that film in 360 video and output it in 360 video and upload it to YouTube, then it will be 8K, but really it's 4K on both sides, so they just multiply that and they advertise it as 8K, which they're technically not lying, but just to put it out there, you're not really getting 8K video if you're just putting the video clips in a video like you're seeing right now. Now, there are some other limitations. You can't really have any control over your exposure. You kind of just have to let the pure video do what it does, but to have 10-bit Eyelog video in pure video mode, something that if I was filming outdoors at nighttime, if I was hanging out, doing something fun, a little activity, now I wouldn't be so hesitant to use it anymore. Not really trying to sell you guys on anything, but if you guys are looking for a 360 camera, I mean, it really doesn't get much better than the X6. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna get hit by a car here. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will talk to you guys later. Solo.